Sometimes getting there is half the cure. Today we're talking with Angel Flight in the hangar.
I used to be a well-respected member of the aviation community, and then I started flying to Cirrus, and that changed.
Oh, that was great until the engine quit.
And all of a sudden I see these explosions and these trees exploding.
I'm walking away a better pilot because of this discussion.
Welcome, I'm Christy Wong, and today we're here with some pretty special guests. We're here with Angel Flight. So Wayne, Troy, and Rob, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
We're glad to be here.
All right, Rob, we spoke to you once before already, but what we'd like to do is we'd like to expand today's episode on just Angel Flight and everything that you guys do. So Wayne, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with the organization?
I got involved with the organization about 10 years ago when a family member was diagnosed with esophageal cancer, lived in Lubbock, Texas, and had to make frequent trips to MD Anderson in Houston. So I found out about Angel Flight and started volunteering at that point in time.
Wow, that's amazing. Troy, how did you get involved?
I got started about 18 years ago. I was working on my instrument rating after moving to Texas from Seattle, out of Grand Prairie Airport, and brochure on the counter there. Ended up talking to somebody that flew missions for Angel Flight and been doing them ever since.
That's great. And Rob, how did you get involved?
I saw a table at Roanoke Airport. So
Okay.
I said, hey, this is a great way to use the airplane and have a mission somewhere to go and help somebody out.
That's perfect. How long has Angel Flight been around?
A long time.
A long time.
Okay.
Don't know exactly when it started here, but it's been around for 20 years or so.
I think Angel Flight South Central, which covers the 5-state area around, including Texas,
Okay.
right? Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico as well. We've been around since 1991. But it's a nationwide organization. We're just one chapter or organization, you will, of a larger national organization that helps people get where they need to go.
Okay. What are some of the more memorable flights that you guys can talk about?
He and I have shared one out to the Panhandle back and
Yeah,
forth, right?
I mean, when you're carrying essentially newborns, that's a rush. Or I've had brain cancer at 36.
Oh gosh.
So
I'm 36.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
terrifying.
and it puts life in perspective.
No, it really does. Okay. What about you, Wayne?
Well, the most recent one I did was flew out to Pensacola, Florida, picked up a patient there that needed to go to MD Anderson for a scan. He had already been diagnosed and had surgery for lung cancer, and they found another spot on his lung, so he was very apprehensive. I took him to Houston, to MD Anderson, and got good news back that it wasn't cancer. So
Oh, that's good.
very
That's wonderful.
rewarding, very rewarding.
That is rewarding. Yeah, and I mean, you guys take those patients too that they can't fly traditionally on an airliner or whatnot, or so you're almost an air ambulance in that sense, but you're doing it out of the goodness of your hearts, right? Like
Yeah.
you're basically donating your time and your aircraft to doing
all
it.
of our pilots, volunteer pilots, and there's about 1,200 of them in Angel Flight South Central.
Wow.
All of them pay for everything. So we pay for the fuel, whatever landing fee there may be or may not be. And so it's all done out of the goodness of everybody's heart. And one of the interesting things in taking passengers to treatment is most of them have never been in a small airplane.
Wow.
So for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, they are so excited about flying in the airplane, they forget about what they're going and what for.
That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
that's true.
I can imagine with kids especially, you know, taking a small child, and imagine that kid being taken in a small aircraft, getting through their treatment, and then growing up to be a pilot. That'd be pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah, I've done 33 legs this year,
Wow.
and I have yet to have one person that wasn't just kind of all giggles during the whole flight. Or you hand them the iPad with the VFR chart, and I said, "Here, you can navigate." And they're, "Oh yeah, there's that, and there's that, and there's that." And
That's wonderful,
It totally,
you
totally
guys.
occupies their time and takes their, as he said, takes their mind off what the big picture is.
Well, you said that getting there is half the cure. And
Yeah.
I really think that's true. Part of what, if you can help somebody get where they're going for medical treatment without them having to worry about how am I going to get there, how am I going to pay to get there, you're taking some of that stress away. And we all know that stress kills. So if you can remove the stress, they can focus on healing.
Yeah, I took a lady from Abilene to Houston, and of course you try to do that on American or Envoy, or a 7-hour drive, and where I can have them down there in 2 hours.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful, you guys.
Yeah, and some of these patients have to go for many radiation treatments, for example. They might have to go every week. And they might live in a small town like Mount Pleasant. And they might not even do the treatment if it wasn't for getting there in a manner which we take them.
I can understand that completely. Wow. Well, okay, so if we've got other pilots I know that are interested in joining the organization, what are the qualifications, minimums, things like that? How would one become involved as an Angel Flight pilot?
You want me to take that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, we require you have a pilot's rating, right? And you have to have a current medical. Basic med is okay. That's a common question we get, right? Whatever the FAA requires. Here in Texas, we require that you have 250 hours of pilot and command time.
Okay.
Your aircraft has to be insured. And no, you don't have to have an instrument rating where we are. It's helpful from a mission cancellation standpoint. But in Texas, we have so many good weather days that we don't require that. Our focus is safety, and we let the pilot make that go, no-go decision. And the patients all are required to have a backup means to get wherever they're going, because we're not an airline, right?
Right,
We
and
all know how it is
weather's a factor.
We always know how that goes, and they do too. So that's it. They go through a very simple online orientation, and then if they want to go on a mission with one of us, we're happy to fly along with them so they can see how it goes the first time, and then they're free to pick up missions off our website and go fly.
And they're posted every day. You get an email that shows the missions and what day and whether they're single leg or multi-leg.
Okay, so just to recap, so private pilot with 250 hours of PIC time. And an airplane that's insured.
Correct. That's it. That's all it takes.
Excellent.
And then you can use your rating for something more than just going to get a hamburger.
Yeah,
right?
no, I mean, it's a great way to not only build time, but to give back to the community through aviation. I think that's wonderful.
So we say we take our toy and turn it into a tool.
Yeah.
I love that.
right.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you guys. Was there anything else that you would like to add or share with our audience, something that they might need to know?
It's just a great feeling helping someone knowing that they can't pay you back.
Yeah, and if you want to improve your skills as a pilot, I would say this is a good way to do it. We always talk about flying the same hour 500 times or doing 500 different hours.
Yeah.
This is going to give you that experience. You're getting out and flying to airports that you would normally get to go to, meeting people, dealing with weather challenges and so forth. You'll be a better pilot for flying with Angel Flight.
And a better person.
And a better person, absolutely.
Great. Well, thank you guys so much again for coming. We really appreciate everything that you do for the community. Again, I think it's wonderful. So again, thank you everyone for joining us. If you like what you see, please share, subscribe, and watch the videos. We'll see you next time in the hangar.